Meghan Markle here.
Today is May 1st, 2025. It is 3:31 a.m. I just did one video. I'm not sure which channel I'm gonna put it. Could be here or PYTE. It had to do with Meghan using HRH and some things about Harry. What else? Okay, I think I will put it on PYTE. But this video, I want to focus on two tweets only that I came across. It has to do with Dr. Shola. One of them I started listening to, but I didn't finish listening to it. And the other one, I just saw it and I decided to put it together. All right, so let's go. This one, someone tagged me on it. This is going to be a video by itself, and it's about close to 9 minutes. But let's focus on Dr. Shola first, because I think she made a reference to Archewell. All right, so this is it here. I'm pissed. When was this? It was a while ago, the 28th, like 2 or 3 days ago. Okay, so this is Dr. Shola. It's almost 7 minutes. I'm pissed off and disappointed with how Harry and Meghan Sussex Archewell Foundation handled defunding what is it here? MMWC, Milwaukee Muslim Women Coalition. The executive director's statement gave bad Zionist energy. I'm not here for it. If they don't fix this mess, then in the words of Kendrick Lamar, you're not the colleagues, you're effing colonizer. All right. Nobody, I don't care what anybody said, okay? Harry and Meghan don't have to do shit. None of the things that they doing, like for Archewell. Forget about the business aspect of things, because they need to survive. They need money to survive. Okay, to get all the security that they need and all that. I'm not talking about that part. I'm talking about Archewell, the foundation that they create to help other foundation and highlight some of the charitable works and that. They didn't have to do any of that. So for anyone to dare to criticize them on charity aspect of things, I cannot take you serious. Because Harry and Meghan didn't have to do it. They didn't have to do a damn thing. They could just go enjoy their millions, whatever books that they wrote, enjoy that money and enjoy their family, enjoy each other, and just go and do whatever. But they decided, okay, out of their own heart to do what they are doing with Archewell. Nobody should dare criticize her. That's one thing. Okay, but let's listen to her. Like I said, I started listening to her and I stopped, but I pretty much was going based on the caption. So let's listen.
About you all, but I am pissed off and disappointed with Harry and Meghan's Archewell Foundation right now. Many of you will be aware that the executive directors at Archewell Foundation recently released a statement on its decision to defund the Milwaukee Muslim Women's Coalition, giving two reasons for doing so. The first being any association with blending the Nazi swastika with the Star of David is impossible to accept. The second being any language calling for the destruction of others crosses the line. They're basically accusing this lady, Jana Najib.
Okay, first of all, I don't know what she's making reference to. Okay, I didn't see it, but if they did, they have their reason. Okay, they have their reason. So they're letting us know their reason. So if they don't agree with it, they have the right to do whatever it is that they do, that they did. All right, but let's continue.
Who's the executive director of that charity? They're accusing her of hate speech. Archewell Foundation has a right to decide who it wishes to fund.
Exactly.
But as somebody who has rooted for Archewell Foundation since its inception, I find that the way they've handled this fills me with disgust and disappointment in equal measure.
But they didn't ask you to support them. They're just doing their thing. And it aligned with whatever it is that you feel like you were in agreement with them. They didn't ask you. Okay? They did not ask you to like them, to follow them. They're just doing their thing. But let's continue.
Bearing in mind that Jane Najib is a Palestinian American, yes, it is her people who are being eradicated off the face of the earth by the brutality and inhumanity of the state of Israel. Archewell Foundation is accusing her of hate speech and defunded her charity as a consequence for using the words "from the river to the sea, Palestine will be free." And I'm thinking, have you people lost your God-forsaken minds? For the last 76 years, the entire world knows that Palestinians have been subject to the worst kinds of crimes against humanity at the hands of Israel.
You know what just that remind me as she's talking? Is the same way how many Palestinians vote against their best interests in the United States. They voted for Trump. Okay? So many of them have whatever mindset that they have. They didn't see that the other candidate will help them better. That's what's crossing my mind as I'm listening to her here. They voted for someone for this who will pretty much destroy. What did Trump say? I was thinking of destruction, but Trump was saying with Palestine, the beachfront properties and all of that. That's what they're gonna turn the place into. So they voted for Trump. So they have that mindset in them. I don't know. I don't speak for them, but they have that tendency or the lack of, I don't know, the same way the 92%ers saw. But anyway, let's continue.
That they've been subject to genocide after genocide, systemic rape, and some of the worst crimes against humanity in recent history.
But yet they voted for Trump. The Palestinian American voted for Trump. The same way the Hispanics, the Cubans voted for Trump for their deportation and all of that. Do you see some of the pictures that's coming out of, is it Venezuela? Where did they ship them? Okay, their hands tied behind their back, and then they line them up on the floor. Okay, sitting on the floor. I mean, they saw what Trump was all about in his first presidency, but yet they still went and voted for him. So that alone tell you something, at least for me.
We know that every Palestinian has the right to call for their freedom. And we also know that it is the Zionist playbook to silence Palestinians and their supporters by claiming that these words call for the destruction of Jews. Utter bullshit. This is the equivalent of Archewell Foundation saying to people like me, saying to our forebears, the African freedom fighters, American freedom fighters across the Caribbean, Haiti and the like, and South America, who fought for the freedoms of black people and who chanted the similar, words and mantra for the freedom of their people. This is the equivalent of saying that those shoulders, those people were hate-fueled and calling for the destruction of white people. Have you lost your God-forsaken minds? Palestinians have the right to call for their freedoms, and I, as a Palestinian advocate, I say with my full chest that from the river to the freaking sea, Palestinians will be free.
I mean, you have your right to feel this way, but after that 2024 election, I don't know. And I wish I could have seen everything. Maybe this is one of many that the Archewell Foundation is going by. Maybe there were other things that they said that didn't align with them. So I can't criticize Archewell for whatever decision that they made. When some, especially like I said, after the 2024 election, so many people voted against their best interests, including Palestinian Americans. That I cannot just turn a blind eye, not recognize. Some people still have that tendency. They just the Trump administration just did not fool black Americans. We saw right through it, but every other group fell for it. But anyway.
Add insult to injury, Archewell Foundation is accusing her of hate speech for calling Israel an apartheid state. What? Israel is an apartheid state. It cannot be hate speech if it's fact. So Archewell Foundation, are you saying that the ICJ, the United Nations, Amnesty International, and every other credible institution on God's earth that has found Israel guilty of being an apartheid state are all giving hate speeches? Is that what you're saying? Because I want you to start to see how you're losing credibility and staining whatever reputation you have. An Archewell Foundation finds her guilty by association with the blending of the Nazi swastika and the Star of David. Now, we all know that the Star of David is a state symbol of Israel, and the Nazi swastika was the state symbol of Nazi Germany. So literally, by blending both, this is an act of protest against Israel's commission of crimes against humanity, which it's committing against the Palestinians. They're basically saying Israel is doing to Palestinians what Nazi Germany did to Jews. This is fact.
I don't know. Okay, like I said, I didn't see that. I just came across her video talking about it. I will have to know all of the facts from that particular organization, what they did. I don't follow so many people. If Archewell, see, it could be just one thing that they say that that doesn't align with Archewell. They have the right to remove themselves from it. I don't know. I don't see how I will blame Archewell for that. If, for instance, again, what does this thing do? What do the Milwaukee Muslim Women Coalition? I don't know. If they're going in that route, it could be just one thing that they saw and it just doesn't align with them. They have the right. Archewell has the right. I don't know.
Not hate speech. And we all understand why it would be offensive to anyone. For goodness sake. Who would want a symbol they associate with to be associated with any kind of crimes against humanity? This is like blending the flag.
When you look at Harry and Meghan, they are apolitical. They're not affiliated with any political views or anything like that. And I think there was one tweet that I was reading, and they said something about Russia. I forgot how the tweet went. And through that tweet, I read something where someone said, I think it has to do with Invictus. And the person or the tweet said something like, if, for instance, Russian military or the people, the army, had some injuries, they think that Archewell will let them in to get their the same care that Harry and Meghan, Archewell is providing for all the other servicemen and women. So they do not see they know things existed, but they don't affiliate themselves with any of the hate groups that's going on and things like that. So if this particular organization says something and they come across it and they're not about that, they have the right to say, look, if you're talking about that, I'm not going to tell you to stop, but I'm just going to remove myself. That's the way that I see it. Archewell. Okay, I'm not going to tell you to stop doing whatever it is that you're doing, but since you decided to put this and my name is associated with you to support you and I don't want to be part of this, they have the right to remove themselves from that space. The same way, for instance, when we look at Santa Bali, ISPS Honda was not sponsoring them on the last event polo match. Okay, so something was going on within Santa Bali that told ISPS Honda, I don't want to be part of this. They removed themselves from Archewell. Not knowing, at least for me, I didn't know all of the nonsense that was going on with Shanduka and all of those things. But ISPS Honda saw it and removed itself from Center Valley. But guess what? ISPS was still with Invictus. So I see this almost the same way, where Harry just Archewell, okay, remove itself from that because they're not part of this. They don't want to be associated with that. So I don't know. I'm in disagreement with Dr. Shola to create this video and start bashing Archewell. They have the right to remove themselves. The same way ISPS Honda removed itself from Center Valley. And now we're seeing all the BS that's going on with Center Valley that we were not aware of. But perhaps there was some hint here and there that the sponsor, ISPS Honda, saw and said, look, I don't want to be part of this. I'm not going to fund this. That's not what I signed. I want to put my money is or associate myself with. So we could understand. Now we could understand why they removed themselves, because now more things came to light of what's happening with Center Valley. All right, so let's continue.
Flag of Israel with what is meant to be the image of Christ. I find that objectively offensive as a Christian. I do not want my faith in any way, shape, form, or manner to be associated with the brutal terrorist state of Israel. But I do not think that's hate speech, nor do I think it's anti-Christian. But let's be clear that Palestinians have the right to describe the oppressors as they see fit. Palestinians have the right to articulate their pain and suffering.
And Archewell also has its right to remove itself from them. I mean, come on, Dr. Shola. You should have known this. This video should not have been existed. You should not have created that. I mean, you have the right to express your thoughts and things like that. But why going after Archewell when Archewell just removed itself? I don't know what went behind the scene, but Archewell did not dictate to that particular organization and say, comply the way that I want you in order for me to still, support you. Archewell, I don't think Archewell will dare say something like that. They just removed themselves. Come on, Dr. Shola.
They say that Israel has become Nazi Germany to them, then that is fact, not hate. These are Jewish rabbis burning the Israeli flag, which has a Star of David on it, in an act of protest against Israel's genocide of Palestinians. Is this offensive? Yes. Is it objectively offensive? Yes. But it is not hate speech. This is as equally offensive as blending the Nazi swastika with the Star of David. But neither is hate speech, because both are acts of protest against a state. Not against Jewish people. For God's sake.
Well, I didn't know she was saying all of that. My goodness. But okay.
These rabbis are Jews. And I'm sick to death of people centering Jewish people in the pain and unconscionable suffering of Palestinians. Enough already. I would honestly like to give Archewell Foundation grace and say this is a bad judgment call. Go and fix this. And when I say go fix this, I don't mean, go and start funding them. If you don't want to fund them, don't. But you need to fix what you've done. You have used your platform to legitimize the Zionist silencing of a Palestinian woman. You have used your platform to denounce and discredit a Palestinian American and her charity by accusing them of hate speech when they've done absolutely nothing of the sort. That is so wrong. You have done to her what so many have seen being done to your founders, Harry and Meghan.
But did Archewell tell that particular organization to say things or dictate to them how they should proceed? I don't know. Why? Am I missing something here? They just removed themselves. Archewell just removed itself from that. And that particular organization can still continue to do whatever it is that they're talking about. I don't think Archewell tell them to stop. Milwaukee Muslim Women Coalition. So Archewell didn't tell them to stop or whatever it is that they're doing or saying or whatever. They just remove themselves. I don't know. Please tell me if I'm missing something here. It's almost done.
And which many people like me speak out against. So I know you know better. And that's why I say shame on you for doing that. You need to fix that. Because if your motto is really show up and do good, all you've done here is shown up and done bad. Let me break this down for you. You need to go fix the damage you've caused.
No, they don't have to. Archewell doesn't have to do a damn thing. They don't have to do a damn thing. They did what they need to do. They said, okay, you're going to go this route? That's not my view, so I'm removing myself. Harry, well, they are Harry and Meghan, but it's the foundation. So many things going in my mind. They just removed themselves. That Milwaukee, what is it? Milwaukee Muslim Women's Coalition can still continue doing what they're doing. Nobody's stopping them. Archewell is not stopping them. Archewell just doesn't want to be associated with it. So when people start talking, whatever, let's say that Milwaukee, oh my God, I just read it. Milwaukee Women Coalition, is that what it called? Yeah, Muslim Women Coalition. Say something in the future, so they don't, the news outlet, the royal rights don't have to say, oh, this is what Archewell is sponsoring or is part of or something like that. They just remove themselves. They want to be neutral on things, and this is not the thing that they want to be part of. They don't have to fix a damn thing. They did what they need to do. That's removing themselves. That's it. And that particular charity or coalition can still continue whatever it is that they're doing. It's just that Archewell is not associated with them. I don't know. Again, please tell me if I'm missing something.
You see, we the people cannot trust Archewell Foundation to be a charity on the right side of...
No, that's you. I don't know. You're not. We the people, not me. I'm not part of that people.
History. At a time that the Holocaust of Palestinians are being live streamed into our screens every single day, that in the words of Kendrick Lamar, go fix this.
Nah, they don't have to fix a damn thing. They did the fixing already. That's removing themselves because they don't want to be part of that. You see how much he went on with the Jews, with swastikas and all of that? Harry doesn't want to be part of it. And let's not forget, the derangers love to bring back that thing about Harry wearing the Nazi uniform. Okay, Harry learned from it. So he's not going to be part of that. So that was a perfect lesson for him at a young age. But now moving forward, I guess this is where the lesson was learned. It's like, I don't want to be part of it. Whatever it may be, whether it's good or bad, but you're bringing this and his organization is part of it, and said, nope, I'm sorry, I don't want to be part of it. Harry, Archewell, I keep on saying Harry, but it's Archewell. Archewell Foundation doesn't have to fix a damn thing. They did the fixing already. That's removing themselves. Anything else that particular coalition or organization is doing, Milwaukee Muslim Women Coalition can continue do its stuff. Whatever it is that they've been doing, they could continue doing it. Archewell is not stopping them. Archewell remove itself and say, I don't want to be part of it. All right, let me read some of these. Okay, whatever is here. For your information, Harry and Meghan do not run Archewell Foundation. The executive directors and board do, and have made a colossal mistake in how they handled this reputationally. The foundation could have handled this so much better. With the Muslim Women's Coalition disappointed. Okay, I'm so tired. Oh, there's more. I'm so tired of the world police toning how we express outrage at Israel's genocide of Palestinians. Okay, Archewell doesn't want to be part of this. It's not Archewell's problem. There's no nuance or context for Palestinians to express their suffering without somebody weaponizing the Nazi Holocaust or Jewish identity, totally conflating the action of the state of Israel with Jewish people. I'm sick to death of everything being anti-Semitic, hate speech, etc., etc. At this rate, silence is what Zionists want, and I'm not doing that. But Harry is not, again, why I keep on saying Harry? Archewell is not telling that organization to be quiet. It's not telling them to do anything. It's just that they remove themselves. What the hell? Let me see what some people say under that here. Archewell's... Thank you! Okay, let's see here. Archewell is a neutral foundation. It doesn't take sides. Are not allowed to be political under charity rules. That organization use hate speech, mural funding. Okay, I didn't see it. I don't know the full background of it, but I'm just going based on what Dr. Shola was saying. Okay, funding was rightfully pulled. Archewell Foundation provide food through Well Central Kitchen and Gaza, support 11 other Muslim organizations still. Okay, a nice little disclaimer to cover yourself. Okay, I've always supported you, but you have missed the point here regarding Harry and Meghan, and as someone has suggested getting your own YouTube channel and needing viewers and clicks, it's easy to diss Harry and Meghan not knowing all the facts, and doing so, you are no better than Morgan and Wootton Shame. Alright, so at least some people are saying exactly what I'm saying here. Alright, so this is Tina, one of the squaddies. Harry and Meghan have every right to protect themselves and charity before the government come for them. Shola, you have the right to state from where Harry and Meghan stop. They are not living their life to please you. There's me here. My thinking wasn't that wild, and they have every right to fund whatever they want. They are not obligated to anyone or charity. They do whatever they want. Alright, so there's that. Let's leave it alone. Now, this is another tweet of hers that I saw, and I put it here. And that would be it for this video. Both tweets that I'm sharing is Dr. Shola. This one is shorter, 19 seconds. Who is this witch? What did I just hear? The hate for Meghan Sussex is insane. Okay, let's see here.
Meghan is telling us that just about every night she's writing letters to her children.
That's sweet.
Let's be real, they hate her. They fucking hate
What?
her. They can't get away fast enough.
Who is this
So
witch?
when they grow up and they open these letters, or perhaps, you know, in the event of her untimely death,
Whoa!
which, you know, she probably fantasizes about becoming a new Diana. Meghan is telling us.
Luckily, I did listen to the podcast from, was it Lima Kern? It was through the conversation. She was saying she created the email address for the kids, and occasionally she will send some email, whatever she was thinking about the kids, the memories, voice messages of the kids, because their voices will change. This is what I put like an hour ago. Okay, she's a baggage for God. She needs something from God to keep her occupied. There's a prayer here. Okay, prayer for protection. Lord, I pray for a divine protection upon my life as I embark in this new day. Hold me close to you, keeping away all the harms and dangers that may come my way. Surround me with your shield of protection and strength. All right, let me read what's there, and then that'll be it. Maureen Callahan. She works for the Daily Fair. White women are some of these most vile and sick women on earth, especially when they envy black women, people of color, that look better, dress better, are more accomplished and educated. Their envy and hate has cost life. They are just as Toni Morrison described, and just as bad as white enslavers. Okay, I think we can console ourselves with the fact that you have to be an absolutely miserable, the B word here, to say such thing. Like I said, baggage for God. Alright, so that is it. I read this. Let's keep that as the prayer for this video. Please take a moment to subscribe, like, and share. If you want to support this channel, there's a PayPal link and a Cash App link in the description. You could donate. Those who have donated, thank you. Alright, so that is it. I'm gonna do another video. It's gonna be about that. Let's see here. Let's go to Twitter. It's gonna be about this, and it will be one video by itself. Alright, so it's about close to 9 minutes. I read mostly the caption, but I'll listen to it and I'll let you know how I feel about it. Okay, so that's it. Thank you for watching.
Bianca. It is a great privilege to be with all of you today.
You know, we ask for forgiveness and please come back.
As you saw me find the love and happiness that I'd hoped for all my life.